What up, Dokkaners? Coming up later on tonight, we have two major LR EZAs that are going to be dropping on Global. One of them is incredible, LR Rose Zamasu. The other one, not so much. This one's a little bit more, I would say, not more, a little bit less relevant in terms of how it can function outside of its core primary teams, but still, we're going to talk about it nonetheless. So today, we're going to be talking about this unit right here, Trunks and Mai, how the hidden potential build should potentially look like, the EZA breakdown, the event details, and going over some sample teams so that you can be ready for the festivities when it drops tonight. I'll be going live on the channel, so make sure you guys are subscribed. Notification bells are turned to all so that you don't miss the action, because I will be doing both EZAs on this run tonight. So let's take a look here. Time Travelers, Ki +4, 150%, Ki +4, 100% for Super STR. Greatly raises defense for one turn, causes Colossal with a medium chance to stun. For the Ultra Super, same thing except high chance to stun. Was a little bit bummed about that, was hoping for an upgrade entirely. Medium chance would go to high chance. This will go to a great chance, but it is what it is. Looking at the passive, unfortunately, they basically just build on everything that the unit already did, which was the inherent problem. This unit doesn't really have a place on any team outside of Time Travelers or Future Saga related events. That's the problem. So with the EZA, he does more of the same thing. Attack and defense +70, plus an additional Ki +1, attack and defense +20, up to 140 per Time Travelers on the team. So that right there already devalues him, because if you don't bring Time Travelers, this guy's not going to be as strong. Super class allies, attack and defense +30%. That is pretty cool. Ki +6, but that also effectively sort of devalues Time Travelers, because now you want to be bringing more super class Time Travelers. But if you bring like Rose Zamasu or someone like that, they're not going to be benefiting from this part. So that kind of stinks. Ki +6, high chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack, when there's a Future Saga category enemy. Oh, that's a bummer. This was all already originally in the passive. The only thing that wasn't there was the super class support, so they just made this all a little bit stronger. I wish that they would have given him more of an ability outside of that, but that's exactly what it can do. So when it comes to Time Travelers and Future Saga, you're in good hands, kind of. But even then, it's all a bunch of ifs. If you don't get the stun, you have the dodge. If you don't get the dodge, you have the stun. You now have an extra insurance policy with the greatly raising of defense. Speaking of defense, the links do support the defense. Brainiacs, Cold Judgment in particular, these two help a lot with defense. Prepare for battle, courage, dismal future, fierce battle, legendary power. Categories: Future Saga, Time Travelers, Joined Forces, Revenge, Battle of Wits, and Warriors Raised on Earth. Now, in terms of units that link best with this character, you want to be focusing on units that can primarily boost the defensive side, and that's where Cold Judgment comes into play. And this ultimately influences the hidden potential build. Since its primary purpose is to stun, if the stun fails, you have two contingencies. A, tank the attack with defense, or B, dodge if you're facing a Future Saga enemy. If either one of these were to fail, the other one would kick in, hopefully, to help you out. And that's why Cold Judgment is so useful, because Cold Judgment adds 25% extra defense, and there's no health restriction. Even at level 1, it's a defense +20% boost. And there are some nice units that can share the Cold Judgment link with this character in Future Saga, which is what we're looking at here. So in terms of hidden potential, I would recommend full additional. I think additional is more important, because you want this guy to protect itself. You don't want this unit to be running on your team, hoping to stun somebody, and then when they fail, they also get you killed. So if the dodge fails, you've got some defense, and vice versa. Let me know in the comments if you guys agree or disagree. Actually, I didn't even show you. This is my setup. I couldn't even give him a lot of additional because I don't have many skill orbs at the moment, and I don't consider this unit a priority. So I gave him 15 additional, 11 critical, as the normal setup would be, and then I gave 3 more additional through the skill orb, and then I gave some dodge because I had nothing else. And you know what? If all else fails, maybe my 6 dodge can actually swoop in and help him out. So yeah, that's my suggestion. Let me know in the comments how you guys would build the Trunks and Mai. Do you agree, disagree? Now let's move on and take a look at who this unit can link the best with. Shout out to Dokkan API. Link is in the description. If we look at the best link buddy, we've got the AGL Super Saiyan Trunks and Mai. Now this unit is also another one that is heavily focused on the Future Saga category. You got to be facing a Future Saga category enemy. You got to be fighting a unit that is either Zamasu or Goku Black. So that significantly limits your viability on events outside of that. So that's why this unit is, generally just kind of meh. But you do get Cold Judgment and Brainiacs, which is nice. Look at the defense. Defense +45%. You also get some nice defense thanks to the Trunks and Gohan unit. You get Cold Judgment with this one. So that's going to be a nice one. This is a much better unit to be running anyway, so that could work. Trunks and Vegeta. I don't think you have Cold Judgment here yet. You don't get Cold Judgment on this one. You could also bring the Rose Zamasu. They will be a nice slot 1 unit, but then you don't have that extra super ally support, which is unfortunate. But the good news here, this is the better ECA. You can run him with the Trunks and Mai and still do effective, basically what you're supposed to do. So this just further proves that this is the superior LR ECA. And then as you scroll further down, you have more options, but they're joined forces in nature. You don't have much else in common like the gods here. You have some links, but the only reason why you could run them would be on joined forces. So this is where it starts to lose some viability in terms of linkage, but that's what you get with Trunks and Mai. Now, in terms of the event breakdown, let's take a look here. Legendary power is the catalyst needed to do extra damage, which means you want to be bringing LRs. The more LRs you've got, the more legendary power you've got activated. They have to be 2 units adjacent to one another to trigger it. Only then will it do more damage. And then Worldwide Chaos is the category that you can use to tank more damage. So if you've got Worldwide Chaos LRs, you are good to go. But this one's going to be a little bit tougher because there are not too many Worldwide Chaos LRs out there. So we'll talk about that in just a second. But yeah, this one's going to be probably a little bit tougher. It's kind of ironic. Like, this is the lesser of the 2 LR EZAs that's going to be dropping tonight. But even still, like this, you would think this is going to be an easier fight. This is actually tougher because you have less wiggle room in terms of like other characters. Looking at the event standards, 10 stage progression, 3 stones per, 30 dragon stones total, plus an extra 3 here, so 33 dragon stones. Worldwide Chaos is the category. Take a look at your lead options. You've got the Fusion Zamasu, who just released, which most of you did not summon for, I'm hoping, and the Tech Android 17 and 18, who is the better option anyway in terms of what it can do and overall just, you know, accessibility. So let's take a look at what potential teams we can run here. It's not going to be that fun in terms of just LR. So if we go LR, Worldwide Chaos, which is all the way at the bottom here, we've got 10 LRs as our options. That's it. 10 LRs pay to play. For the free to play side, we've got 4. So yeah, this is gonna be slim pickings on this one. So if you've got the LR Fusion Zamasu, that works as your lead because that is an all-encompassing lead. Worldwide Chaos, you can throw a little bit of anybody on here, like whatever you want, just throw them all on here. If you don't have that, you're gonna have to get a little bit more clever with it. You're gonna have to bring in some TURs. So not too many options here. If we just do big bad bosses, what do we do? Rose Zamasu, both cells. Does this guy have a big bad? He does when he transforms. He doesn't have big bad bosses now. When he transforms into Buhan, he gets big bad bosses, and then this guy also has big bad boss. So there you go. There's a full big bad boss Worldwide Chaos team. Most of you are probably not going to have that, so don't fret. We've got other options. You could go full Realm of Gods. So if we do Worldwide Chaos and Realm of Gods, you've got a full squad right there. So let's bring in the TURs in here. You could have the AGL Zamasu lead the team. Realm of Gods, 170% for the attack, 130% defense, sure, but you bring him. You bring Rose Zamasu, you could bring the STR Rose. Your options are starting to dwindle here, as you can see, because you can't bring too many different Goku Blacks. You can only bring one. So this is where the free-to-play actually helps out because he's called Zamasu Goku. So we bring him, and you bring Goku Black. Boom, there's your team right there. You don't even have the Fusion Zamasu in there. You've got a whole bunch of able units. You've got 2 LRs to trigger the legendary power. You're good to go. And there's no type disadvantage to even worry about. Physical is the one you'd have to worry about, right? Because he's STR, but I feel like this Trunks in My event's going to be really easy. Let me know, JP players, was it easy or was it tough? So there's one team. Another team you could run. You could do a full 17 and 18 team. So let's just remove Realm of Gods and just do Worldwide Chaos. So 17 and 18 as your lead. What do you want to do? You could just do a bunch of androids, a bunch of android Cell Saga characters, which reminds me, you could either have this unit as your lead, or you could do the AGL Dokkan Festival Cell as your lead. So let's actually do that. Let's do Worldwide Chaos and Android Cell Saga. What options can we run? So you could run the Trunks. Yeah, let's, like I said, not the Trunks. The 1718 Android lead or the Dokkan Festival Cell. So let's do Cell. Let's bring you. Let's bring the Int LR Cell. Let's bring the Physical Cell. There's your Legendary Power connection. And then just fill out the rest of the roster. Boom. There you go. If you don't want to do that with the Cell as your lead, run the 1718. Then you can bring the free-to-plays. Bring the 2 free-to-plays in there. Throw on the Cell. Bring the Prime Battle Cell if you have no other choice. And then bring on another Cell randomly if you've got it. So here you've got 2 LRs once again triggering the legendary power link. That's the most important thing. So like I said, options are a little limited. If you don't have any of this, you could honestly just run. In my previous video, I talked about Battle of Fate. Battle of Fate on the extreme side actually has a promising squad with a full, basically like big bad bosses team. So if you already saw my other video, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. But there I proposed the Kid Buu as your lead, and then you just run a bunch of units under him for Battle of Fate. You can also do the same thing for Worldwide Chaos. Just make sure you have both on with full match activated. Kid Buu will be your lead, and then just bring everybody else here. So all of these guys, if you don't have Fusion Zamasu, so be it. Bring the AGL Zamasu, Cell, Demon King Piccolo. Boom. A lot of these guys got big bad bosses, and you've got 2 LRs in there, and you're good to go. And then if all else fails, you can't do any of that, just go full AGL. Bring all the LRs you possibly can. If you can't do that because you don't have enough, then start to bring in some URs. there are some excellent AGL units. So the good news here is if you have none of these teams that I talked about, you have some nice tanks that can help sustain throughout the, like, it can help keep you going throughout the runs. You've got Janem Baby, who's got the 50% dodge, who gets even dodgier with each dodge. Then you've got the Golden Frieza for 90% damage reduction. You've got Super 17 for insane damage reduction. You've got some nice offense with the full power Frieza. So you've got some things to work with here if you don't have the category at all. Worldwide Chaos can be a little bit tough for some of you. So there are a whole bunch of options. Now, in terms of the free-to-play side, I think I'm kind of doomed on this one. Because if we go free-to-play, look at this. Who's the lead? Like, who are we going to run as our lead here? Majin Buu? You can't even do Majin Buu Saga. Artificial life forms? What about Terrifying Conquerors? Can you even do a Terrifying Conquerors Worldwide Chaos team? Okay, wait. So if I do this... Nope, you can't. You literally can't. Okay, wait. SSR maybe? Oh, geez. That's going to be tough. So yeah, free-to-play might actually be in trouble on this one. If I really care, I might have to really think about it. But yeah, free-to-play side is not going to be too fun. Probably similar to the pay-to-play side. For most of you, this might be a little bit tough. But anyway, there you have it. Those are some potential teams. Good luck. I will see you all tonight. And if it makes you feel better, this EZA is not the important one. So if you don't have a good enough team, you're not missing out on much. It's the LR Rose Zamasu that truly matters. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments, what team do you have set up for this event? What is your recommended hidden potential build for the Trunks and Mai? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you'll let you know I want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.